Okay, my name is Lucy Mueni. The face of Africa. Actually, it's the face of Africa Fashion Week, but I think the name was too long. He could fit kwa sachet, but it's the face of Africa Fashion Week, and my role there is literally like the brand ambassador for the face of Africa Fashion Week.
The face.
Yes. The brand ambassador for Africa Fashion Week, rather. And Africa Fashion Week is like a platform that celebrates the Africa fashion. And probably might not really be Africa, but it's literally nowadays people will dress in Scottish or any other place like Mexican culture. So it's literally a platform to celebrate the fashion week. The fashion, literally, yeah.
Kama kuna fashion ukuwa ngumu ni hiyo ya Scottish. Si waoni na masketi huku nje. Hiyo ndio inakuwa iko ngumu tena zaidi. Karibu sana KUTV Rise to the Art and Culture Monday. Jina langu ni Ojuang, mtoto wa Mariam, Senior Warrant Officer 1 ama Luteni Kanali. Talking about fashion, niko na mwalimu wa fashion, Waleed. Tafadhali salimia watazamaji, wacha wajue mwalimu Waleed ni nani kama sio Wafula.
Asante. So my name is George Waleed. I'm a tutor at Dile Technical College. I do teach branding, a portfolio, and also fashion. Talking about fashion, fashion is quite big. It has a lot in it. So for us, we're trying to build platform for many people, be it models, designers, people who do content, every person. Actually, literally, we're building a whole industry from scratch. Because currently in Kenya, there's only few people who are trying to like build it. So we came with this idea to bring events, to bring things that can be associated, can be linked by many people who want to share their ideas, knowledge about fashion. So hiyo ndo kazi yetu mainly hapa Delight. Yes, yes.
So nyinyi ni wewe ndio hiyo kazi yako hapo hivyo. Now let's talk about the event. I believe event ndio imezaa watu kama Lucy Mueni.
Yes, yes.
Being face of Africa, lazima kuna kitu ilifanya katika hiyo Africa Fashion Week ndio sasa wapate the face of Africa mwenye ata represent in the whole of that year. Process ni gani yenye ulitumia ndo mpate sasa kusema this year tuko na hawa ndo wameparticipate kwa hii Fashion Week na huyu ndiye atakuwa face of Africa?
There was an audition for an event. I wouldn't really call it a pageant event, but it was literally like a pageant where models get to audition, then when you wanapita, wana proceed to the competition.
Yeah.
Now in the competition you're given like 4 categories in which to compete in, and at the end of the day you're asked questions that will determine the winner.
So it's not about the face alone.
No, it's not really
even
about
the brains.
Yes, even the brains.
You're going to be the brand representing us. You're going to be a brand ambassador. Lazima wajue
Yes.
kwa akili
Yes.
uko na enough ya kufanya vile.
Yeah.
It's a very good process. I love it. This year, Waleed, kutakuwaje? The event takuwaje? The program inakaaje? What makes it unique?
Thank you. So unlike last year, this year we're trying to build something big. Last year we had, it was big, but not so big as it's going to be this year. This year we want it to be way broad, to accommodate even more people than last year. So we took it from Delight, where we used to host it, and we are putting it at Kenya National Museums. It's along Wayaki Way. Uko we have a bigger space where it's going to accommodate even more people than last year. So what's big this year is actually the people who are showcasing. Like last year, today we have many people from other countries from Africa, Ethiopia, Uganda, Zimbabwe, South Africa. So we want to bring all these people and we explore and share ideas with other Kenya designers. So this year is way bigger than last year.
Kabisa. hii inakaa ni big zaidi.
Yes.
Now we are in a digital age. That is a very fortunate thing happening to us as a country. Mna incorporate aje apart from maybe ni saa hizi ndio tuko kwa media tours. Everything that you're doing in this media tours zitaenda kwa social media. So hapo kuna digital age. Now during the event, the Face of Africa, tuna ensure aje that this digital age inakuwa catered for, and the youths who are surrounding that place wanakuwa catered for. Wenye hawataweza kufika, will they get a chance to experience the Africa Fashion Week ya homework?
Well, I'm not really sure if I have the correct answer for that, but I believe it will be live.
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
actually
sure.
host it live in our Instagram platforms, also on our YouTube channel, and also partners
TikTok.
and other main people.
So
who
mko
actually
na
showcase
na
it.
YouTube channel.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Situfanye hivi, kwanza wacha watu wajue mahali mnapatikana online, so that as we continue with this conversation, wanaweza pita pale hivyo wakiscroll waone vitu mnafanya. Kuna watu wengi sana wako interested na mambo ya fashion hapa Kenya. Wacha hata na Africa hapa Kenya, but they're not getting enough information about fashion events that are happening in Kenya. Tupe hizo social media handles, mahali mnaweza pata kwa kuwa wanapitia tu.
So we are on Instagram, we are on TikTok, on YouTube, and also on Facebook
Yeah, yeah.
as Delight. You can find us as Delight Fashion School, or Delight Modeling Institute, or Africa Fashion Week, or Face of Africa. You'll find all those platforms
Bas.
there.
Hata
Yeah.
ni easier.
Yeah.
Kwa warembo ni easier kuweka tu Face of Africa.
Exactly.
Yes.
Na wajue basi ni huyu.
Yeah.
Ni huyu tunataka ku-unseat.
True.
She's our Rigadi. Kuna kudefend. Ama umeshakubali this year ama next year mnatafuta mwingine. How does the process work?
So for the high fashion, it'll happen next week, this weekend. But for the now face, we'll be handing the title over, unfortunately,
So kutakuwa na
next
another-
week, next year,
Next year.
not this year. Yes.
That's an unfortunate thing. Not an unfortunate. So event kwa mara mbili. Kuna event ya kupata Face of Africa,
Yes.
na kuna high fashion event.
Yes.
Wacha hawa Wakenya wajue tofauti iliyopo hapo ndani na vile wanaweza participate.
So to start with, we have the pageant. It's like a pageant, but also not like a pageant, because we're looking for a brand, a face for the brand, which is Africa Fashion Week. It happens early or mid-year, where we usually call for auditions. So models come, we pick those who are going to the boot camp. Then they get to know what else happens. After that, they get to compete, just like pageant. Then we get a person, a representative, who actually represent them. We choose up to 12 who become like brand ambassadors, but mainly there is always one title holder who is now the general face. Yeah, so it will happen next year. Then after that is when we have the Africa Fashion Week event.
Lucy, nasikia hapo ilikuwa kibarua. Kukuwa Face of Africa ni kibarua. Mnachukuliwa kwanza 12.
Yeah.
Alafu after hao 12,
Yeah, it's
lazima
when
now we get to have the face.
we get to have the face.
Seems like
But
a
still,
very strong
also
fight for me.
the other who actually compete during the boot camp, they get to retain being brand ambassadors as well. Only that there is one who is
Yeah,
like
the face
general
now.
face. Yeah. So their work is actually like to represent sellers out there, share our ideas, and also we promote their ideas. Like we incorporate what they do as models. Maybe let's say there's these things about project which we include in it. So maybe title holder has something to do with the maybe promoting culture, so an initiative that helps people, youth or whatever. We actually help them grow it. We adopt it and nurture it to its fullest. So after that is when we actually have another audition that is for Africa Fashion Week, which is a grand fashion event. So we call for the models who participate. We pick, we can hand pick, or we can actually call for an audition that is live. But this year we just decided to hand pick. So we picked at least 25 models who are going to be on the runway this year, on date 9. Yeah. So that's how it happens.
So na feel inaleta sustainability kabisa.
Yeah.
Such that each year kuna at least 13 people who are brand ambassadors, making sure that mnapatikana pale hivyo na iko fiti. This year's theme is a fashion without borders. What informed this theme ya fashion without borders? Ni jumlitaka kutoka nje ya Afrika muende global, ama ni jumlitaka some countries zifeel kama zimefinyiliwa na zikose kuparticipate?
Fashion without borders, I would like to believe it's actually more than going out of African borders. It's more of, maybe we believe that fashion has to be like this, suiti and all that, but there are also fashion that includes streetwear and also outfits made of beads. So it's more like what we can make these garments look like. So it's not really about going out of, it can also be about going out of the African borders, but it's also out of the box what we think fashion is. Yes.
So up to 31st October, tiketi ilikuwa ni 1,000 for single. Kutoka saa hii watu wategemee flash sales ama 1,500 ndo iko mali iko vile inasemekana iko?
I'm not sure what they will do. Maybe
So
Waleed will answer that.
Wacha Wafula.
Yes.
Wafula unapenda kuku?
Yeah, I do.
Unajua ukai mtu anapenda kuku,
I
you
do.
just look like
I do.
Wafula wa modeling.
Kuku na naipenda.
Let's talk about ticketing as we invite them for this year's Africa Fashion Week.
So about ticketing, we have a ticket on sale at Alsosasa. You can just Google alsosasa.com, search Delight. I mean, either Delight or you can search Africa Fashion Week. We are selling tickets right now at 1,000 for the regulars, 2,500 for the VIPs. And currently we don't have a flash sale, but I believe in the next few days we actually accommodate that. There will be a flash sale maybe in between those days before we end up doing the event. Yeah, we call everyone to come in.
Kabisa.
Yeah.
They want everyone to come, including me, ama?
Yeah,
So,
everybody.
ni tarehe 9 guys, tarehe 9 November, pale hivyo National Museum of Kenya. Kama unaenda kupanda Waiyaki hivyo uingie huko Westlands, upande huko, hapo hivyo ndo watakuwa, na wamesema ticket for now ni 1,500 kama uko peke yako, but kuna group ticket pia. Kuna group ticket?
No, there's no.
Kuna group ticket.
No group.
So ni yako pekee na kuna ya VIP. Ya VIP ilikuwa 2,500, size ni 4,000. It's a big event. Naona iko na a lot of partners from little cabs. Tell us about the partners who are on board in this year's Africa Fashion Week.
So we have a number, and still we engage it with more who are actually going to come in. For partners, we are grateful for their part, what they are doing. Little Cab all the way to Nairobi Fashion Factor. There's a lot of them. And we are calling also more partners to join in, and we bring this thing into success. Yes.
So kama wewe ni partner na uko interested sana na mambo ya fashion, beauty pageantry, then Delight Fashion School, Delight Technical. Kuna Delight ngapi?
Okay, it's one institution, just with different.
Basi sasa uko ndani ya institution ndo kuna vitu mingi sana.
Yeah, so
we have mmeiva branding and marketing. Kila part ya hiyo institution inajimarketingi. Jumi najua sana kuhusu Delight Technical College. Nasikia huko mnafunza mpaka mambo ya photography, hizo vitu zote. Kuna Delight Fashion School, uko nako ni kusoma fashion school, but it's all in the same institution.
The same institution.
Face of Africa. Hapo hivyo. How have you been working with our models now that ni wengi sana? Ndo kila mtu ajifili. Bado niko hapa guys. I'm still a brand or a BA in the Face of Africa.
Yeah. So most of the models that participate in the Face of Africa, most of them are actually high fashion models too. And something I did not mention that we had, we incorporated also the plus size models. So there's also a a plus size model representing the industry. So the way we work with the rest of them is like involving all of them in everything we try to do, be it like a runway, because we always have runways. Every now and then we always have runways. So
Pole kukukat
yes,
short.
yes.
If we always have runways and to pay hawa wa Kenya a schedule ya year vile inakaa in terms of events zenye zinahusu fashion and beauty pageantry and all that kind of model.
Hapo kwa schedule itakuwa tricky.
Utaanza kutuambia tu examples ya shows unakuwa nazo baia. Aya yezi isha kama tujafanya hii show na hii show.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
So we have early in the start of the year, we have Nairobi, Mr. Miss Nairobi, actually, which we're going to start it. We had it in 2022, but now, no, 2023. So this year, hatukuifanya. Now we're going to have it next year, early next year. So Mr. Miss Nairobi will start up. Then we have Afrofusion. Then we have, I guess there's also another high fashion in between there, which is usually for the students. Yeah, but hiyo ni ya shule too. Also, we have more other events for the partners. We have something like Noid Fashion Week, which is from a partner from United States of America. We will engage with every model. We usually accommodate all models who actually come to our institution and all who are actually working as freelancer out there or inside agencies. So we have around 5 to 6 events coming up next year.
Kabisa. I feel like we've covered a lot of art, a lot of fashion, a lot of culture. Now in Art and Culture Monday, we do have a segment tunaita lines za kikwetu. Hapo hivyo ndo tunafaa, now we go back to our ngamanis. Like Mueni, kwenye ni wapi?
Machakos.
Machakos.
Yes.
Wafula si tunajua kwao kila mtu. So napo uende Machakos. Toka Machakos with a wise saying, a proverb, a song in your own language, a tongue twister, yenyu. Sasawa? Then give us the translation. Sasawa? And invite us one more time for the event. Wafula will be doing the same in his own language. Lines za Kikwetu is a segment that we created or curated to ensure that we are talking using our mother tongues, so that hizi indigenous languages zetu zisiishe. As we are growing, kuna generations zinakuja. Sasa kuna generation Z, kuna generation Alpha. All these generations are not used to speaking in their mother tongues.
Yeah.
So those languages could become extinct if we don't talk about them.
Yeah.
We keep trying to promote them.
Yeah.
No maana kuna lines za Kikwetu.
Yeah.
Tuende ladies first ama men before? Men before. Hiyo face inasema men before. Na ni face of Africa inasema. So Wafula, nataka utoke hapa hivi guu mosi, chukua mbukilia mpaka home, alafu urejee na lines za Kikwenu.
I'm really trying to get anything that is trying to come up.
I have something, but it's very irrelevant.
There's nothing that is irrelevant hapa hivi.
It's really irrelevant to this topic. So my mother always says, "Kabasa kasonga kasete suya."
Bas, ngoja. That is exactly what we need. Okay. But sasa the speed. The speed ni kama ya mkamba mwenye ameambiwa, you know what? Kuna maji mahali.
Ni naturally kwetu.
Ni naturally kwenda mbio. Within wa wanasema wakamba ni Wakikuyu wako na mbio. The language is the same, but sasa jina kwenda mbio.
Very fast.
Now, because it's your mom, and I'm sure she's watching KUTV Rise today this morning, and if she will repeat this show, ataingia hapo hivyo macha, akitokea hivyo awambia by the, you know what, my girl who is the face of Africa in delight, the Africa Fashion Week ya mwaka, amekuwa KUTV na Ujwang Mariam. Listen to what she said to our people back home.
Yes. So she says Kavasa kasonga kasiaite sua. So being the firstborn is a phrase that I used to hear a lot. It means that you have to keep time. So like Kavasa, it's literally like a girl from, how do I put this? A girl who comes from far dances while looking the sunset, so that she can yes, chelewe. Yeah, so she,
kitambo watu walikuwa wanaenda dance wanaibiwa.
Yeah, maybe.
Unaamka kwa boyfriend na ameshakuwa bwana. So Kavasa ni a girl
from Bali, yes. Kasonga is dances. Kasiyetesua is while looking at the sunset.
Kasiyetesua.
Yes.
Kavasa.
Kasonga.
Kasiyetesua.
Yes.
Manze.
It literally to mean like you don't have to take a lot of time whenever you are.
Manze.
Yes.
A great queen knows when to vacate the stage.
Yes.
Napenda lugha za Kiafrika. Haya, tuko ndani ya Mbuginya.
So, there's this one, actually my mom usually uses it every time I send money. After mwezi imefika, you know, I've like send the money.
So we still have responsible children in Nairobi who send money to their parents. Mimi nimezoea kusikia wazazi wakisema huyo kutoka aende Nairobi. Tunasikiaga anakuwa tu fashion. Wasanii, unajua wasanii ndio wako na hiyo shida. Wasanii waendaje home? Enda December wamejaa huko KNT badala waende home. Lakini sasa uzuri wenyu nyinyi Waluya hadi mnahama kidogo. Na utuambie plus ni part gani ya huko home?
So I've been raised with the Maragolis at most, so I really don't know much about the Bukusu, which actually is like the real. But now I'm also a Luo. Like my dad is a Luo, so I'm a Luo. But now
na team gani yako ya football? Manchester United. Iko sawa. Usitense. We are still the best team in this world.
We are always the
All
best.
we don't want is our hugs. So iko sawa. Hey, I can tell you are from Manchester United. Kuna kakiburi kamejificha mahali. Kale kaigo. So utatupea Kiluya basi, si ndio?
It's a Maragoli actually.
A Maragoli.
Yeah.
Twende kazi.
It's said vosi kuvevurai. Vosi kuvevurai.
Vosiku
Kuvevurai.
Vosiku kuvoverai. Kuve
Vurai. Yeah.
Vosi kuvevurai.
Yeah. So
Noma
immediately M-Pesa pops in. She's like vosi kuvevurai. That means like, okay, in her language, it's like normally how we usually say tuko na amani sasa.
Iko fiti. We have peace in this home.
Yeah, but usually it means tuko sawa. But it's a slang in a Luya language.
Kametulu.
It means actually tuko poa. Like now we are all in peace. So I won't disturb you at all. Yeah.
Tupatane next month. Kabisha. So Africa Fashion Week it happened tarehe 9, nikukumbushe tena November. It is this weekend at the Kenya Museum, National Museum.
Yes.
Please mjitokeze. Ticket ni 1500 kwa sasa, na vile vile kama wewe ni VIP unaweza tumia ticket ya 4000. Tokea pale hivyo jibambe na kuelewa na kuhisi utamu wa nguo na tamaduni za Kiafrika.
Yeah.
Tumekuwa na Face of Africa Lucy Mueni, na vile vile tumekuwa na mwalimu pale hivyo, mwalimu Wafula Waleed. Naoma tena zaidi. We'll make sure guys that we are coming. Tutamalizia hicho kipindi hapa hivi, nimependa sana because we have a lot we are supposed to talk about today. Tunatokea sasa fashion, tuingie mambo ya theater. Tuko na Kit Fest inakuja from 5th to 17th. Nataka tuongee kuhusu hiyo, na vile vile tuguze about solo night. You guys, have you been hearing about KU Culture Week?
Yes, of course.
KU Culture Week, we also have the fashion events zina happen. Na iko fiti sana.
Yeah.
So guys,